have minus 10y. This is my most common mistake the last 2 years in this course at the school is I put a minus sign here, and people forget that that means there will be a sign change when they factor down that term.
For different schools?
Yes, actually, believe it or not.
Do you do the stuff you took out?
Now we do, now,
the
yes.
eraser.
Now,
Oh,
okay,
no.
we're going to complete the square. So let's get 4x squared minus 6x.
Ramsey
What do I
Punjab.
really wish was there?
9.
9. Half of 6, and then I square it.
I'm giving full credit to Johannes for
Right.
that.
Now, minus 25, y squared minus 10y. What do I really wish was here?
100.
25. Cut it in half.
Right.
And then square it. Okay, equals 489. So I add 9 and I add 25, right?
No. You multiply the 9 by 4, and that equals
36.
And you multiply 25 by
By negative 25.
and you get negative
6.
Wait, 6.5.
Negative 625. So we're going to wind up positive or negative over here after all. Negative.
I know it.
Okay, guys.
No, I was wrong.
All right, so this is going to work out now to be 4 times x minus 3 squared minus 25 times y minus 5 squared equals 49 plus 36
Negative
is
100.
negative 100. Now, this all only works if it is equal to 1 over here. All these rules go out the window if you can't algebraically get it equal to 1. You're not actually looking at a
So you divide both sides by...
negative 100.
You give up and say it's not doable.
So this is negative x minus 3 squared over 25. 4 100ths would be 1/25, plus, because I'm dividing by a negative.
Wait, can you do that last step again?
Okay, I'm dividing both sides by negative 100.
Uh-huh.
So divide positive 4 by negative 100. Negative 1 over 25 is what it will reduce.
Can you rewrite it with the y in the front next time?
You'll never get it handed that way in the book or in any standardized test or anywhere.
Or an AP calculator.
They'll always write it as x squared.
No, I mean, it'll always come x squared no matter what.
Yeah, general form of a conic always starts
Ladies
with
and
x's and
gentlemen,
then
I
y's.
just got a shiver.
But I'm not talking about starting.
No, down here I can rewrite it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm saying, may you.
No, it's minus here and plus here. It's still a hyperbola.
Hey, Nikki.
Okay. So, let's see. Now this is over 4 and it equals positive 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what we have, after all that algebra and
Hey, Nikki,
completing
what
the
time's it on the
squares,
West Coast?
Yeah. Now we have to graph it.
Oh, we're graphing it?
And then in Lebanon.
But, like,
SNZ.
I've never done one before when it's made in the front.
You're not going to this time, Kathy. So guys, take a
How
look at
about
this.
Lebanon?
Okay, before we graph it, come up here, guys. Before we graph it,
Come up here.
I'm going to rewrite it as per Johannes's suggestion to y minus 5
Mr.
squared
Johannes Punjab.
I thought you wanted this to come up there.
over 4. And then I'm just going to make it minus x minus 3 squared over 25 equals 1. And now, Kath, just by rearranging the terms, we have taken it from something scary back to something familiar.
I knew that.
It's going to be y dominant.
Could you leave it the way it was?
Sure, as long as you make sure it's y dominant.
Right.
You know, just make sure you get that the positive one makes it y dominant.
Oh God, my arm's getting
So let's
tired,
see, the
ladies and
center,
gentlemen.
okay, double check me on this. The center is at
Please
3,
excuse my
5,
wobbly
correct?
Yeah.
I've got the x next to the right one and the y next to the right one. Okay. The foci are going to be c squared. Not sure what I wanted to do there. C squared equals 4 plus 25. So c squared equals 29. So c is going to be, let's prime.
Do they have to be squared?
Yeah. It's like the Pythagorean theorem. Oh, these are already squared. This is a squared and b squared. I see what you were thinking now. So to graph this, should be getting a little quicker now.
Root 29.
Root 29, yeah, it's going to be 5 point something.
5.385164807.
Keep in mind you won't have a calculator on the test. You'll have to guess it somewhere between 5 and 6.
How am I supposed to know that?
Between 5 and 6 you should know.
I don't know that. How do you know that?
Because the closest it is root 25, which is 5, and root 36, which is 6.
You got to know your perfect
Someone
squares.
got smarter.
Don't
You
know
gotta,
my
so
perfect
you've got
squares.
You have to know 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36,
Ladies
49,
and gents,
64, 81, 100,
I do not know
121,
my perfect squares.
144, 169, 196, and 225.
Anyone want to comment on this video
There's like a pattern
and
of squares.
write all the perfect
Yes,
squares
but it
for me?
doesn't
I would
help you
greatly
predict the next
appreciate it.
prime,
Thank
which is
you,
really annoying.
people of YouTube.
He's only
Code
a
breakers
Nazi.
here. Anyway, okay, prime numbers make great codes because the next one's unpredictable.
You know 51's not prime?
Yeah, it's 3 times 17. Okay.
150? What?
3,
What's 3 times 17?
51, which you really think should be prime. It just sounds like such a prime number.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, it's 3 times 17.
Man.
Okay, so,
Turned upside down.
alright guys, 3 comma 5. Now,
I don't believe any of you ever again.
in the x direction,
So lag.
in the x direction, my box has to go out 5 units. So this will be the point 8 comma 5. Please double check me. And 5 units this way will be negative 2 comma 5. And that's, I got the 5 from the number under the x. In the y direction, I'm only going up or down 2 units. So the top of my box, center point, I will put at 3 comma 7. And the bottom, 1, 2, 3, it's going to be right on the y-axis, it's going to be, x-axis, excuse me, it's going to be 3 comma 0. No, it's not. It's only 2. Why did I go down 5? Somebody should have caught me on that.
YouTube will.
It's going to be 3 comma 3. Very small rectangle this time.
It's smaller.
It is smaller, yes. It's true. Should have, you said it comparatively. My center doesn't look like a center, but I think that's because my graph is off. I draw my dotted lines so I know. We said this one was y dominant because the y is positive. And yes, glad we had that time. Okay. Oh, now I've got to do the foci. 3-7 is going to be in the way.
Don't you dare.
So I go up a little bit more than 5 and down a little bit more than 5 from the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be 3 comma 5 plus root 29. And then down here it's going to be a little bit below, just a little bit negative. And it's going to be 3 comma 5 minus square root of 29. And these are my foci. I was a little bit messy with that. Any questions on that one?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Not on that one. Never mind.
Okay.
I have a question though.
Well, those are the 3 types of homework problems you're going to have tonight. Centered at the origin, not centered at the origin, and starting from general form.
But they're always going to end up either hyperbola, because that's what
They're all going to end up hyperbolas. That's what section it is.
Sorry.
Okay? Ramsey is wanting to ask a question using a prop.
Yeah.
Okay. Hit me.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. According to the magic thing,
Cone.
why can't I think of
Anyway,
things that?
according to the cone, yes.
Okay, you know how a hyperbola is when you cut both of them like
Yes.
that? Does that mean you can cut it like that and cut both of them and
If
then?
you cut it straight down the center,
Does
that's
that
where
mean
you
they
get
can
the
touch?
that gives you the 2 intersecting lines that we said was one of the degenerate conics.
Oh, so it's not a. So do they? So it's a different conic altogether.
It's a degenerate conic, yeah.
So
Remember I
now
said the point and the single
degenerate.
line and the intersecting lines? Ray degenerate conics? That's if it goes right through the center. If it goes through at an angle, yeah, you'll still just get
So
those lines.
the parabolas will never touch ever. Otherwise, it's a degenerative conic.
Yeah, at that point they're no longer parabolas, they'll become straight lines.
Huh.
The intersection point will only be lines.
I know.
They're straight lines.
Yeah. Now that you can see it on this. Okay, the homework tonight is... Okay, Ramsey, we can cut that now. Thank you.
Doesn't the audience want to hear our homework?